And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika. And then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boyz.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boyz may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight. Both the Dudley Boyz and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive brotherly unit? Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Albano and a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boyz, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Afa and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans. Those mean looks on both Afa and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boyz taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality. Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boyz and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boyz match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Afa and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
Afa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common to most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put from right.
And a well-executed move we just saw there. Manages to reverse it. And he gets set back into the ring. Afa had that well scouted.
Oh, a headbutt right to the shoulder. That's using your noggin. Sky high. Good Lord. Taking flight. From up top, right up to the target outside. That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker and backbreaker. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts.
I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley Boyz to have control of it.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Stomping. Ouch.
Are you kidding me? That's gross. Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick.
Trading counters here.
Oh, man, what a headbutt.
And this one could be moving to ringside. Looks like he's coming back in. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boyz in there. Great trouble here. Can't get it fully locked in.
Might tap here. Not that it'll matter.
Still hasn't hurt a lot, though.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Stopped cold with a body block.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yet, from way up, double axe handle.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Being carried around now. Oh, bang, face first.
And he's busted open. Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Afa and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. The Dudley Boyz came in tight, knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Afa and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme. And Afa and Sika just beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Here are your winners, Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Afa and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.